Hello everyone, today I'm excited to receive this art gift from my friend Lina Park. This is a YouTube channel and do check it out because she has done a lot of amazing acrylic painting. Thank you Lina for this exchange gift. So this is the brand Charvin water-soluble pastel painting sticks that I received from her. So you have this diagram, it can mean that this can be something like wood as a watercolor. I'm really excited to try this out. Let me do a quick unboxing and take a look inside. This is a beautiful box with a flowers painting. At the back of the box is quite standard with all the 48 colors, just the color code without the color names and with the light fastness. My first impression was that they are really vibrant and they offer quite a good selection of greens and reds. And they are really small and thin to hold. And you can find the name beautifully engraved onto the stick itself. Let us take a look at the second layer. This tray mostly consists of earthy tone colors, for example, muted colors like brown, dark brown, and blues. And these are all the 48 colors in this pastel set. I'm doing some direct testing on the paper and they are really chalky. There are a lot of powder coming out from the stick. I can say that this set is really versatile because they have included some very nice skin tone colors. And this is really great for painting a portrait. This is the real test because right now I'm using some water to activate the pigment. I'm also trying to pull out the colors at the end of the brush to see that whether it does behave like watercolors. If you like to work with watercolors, most of them are like transparent. One thing to note is that they are quite staining, which means that once they are dry, they are quite hard to reactivate the colors and it will make a permanent mark on the paper. And here comes the fun and the most stressful part to complete this review with a painting. So this is something like a portrait studies of lighting, expression. To begin with, I'll be using these two lightest color on the face and also some dark brown for the eyebrows. And also not forgetting about selecting some of the skin tones on this. My process right now is to use the pastel to mark out all those details first. And later on, I'll be using the brush to use water and spread out the colors. This set is considered as hard pastel and they are great for detailing work. And another kind is soft pastel, which is meant for blending. I'm using the brush to try to spread out the colors to make it more even. Working on wet medium requires a lot of patience. Normally after the first wash, you need to let the paper to dry like 80% and then you can start to work on the next details. I'm giving this portrait a very loose style and to embrace the freedom and to focus on the essence of the subject. And you can see this is a different approach from a normal color pencils portrait. The paper that I'm using is the 100% cotton Fabiano paper. And this paper has the ability to absorb a lot of water, and that is why I have to keep on using a lot of water so that it will not dry out easily while still working on the details. And the left eye of the model has slowly taken into form. And now I'm trying to apply more layers on the right hand side of the face. I find that this pastel painting is less messy than watercolor painting. Because watercolor is mostly creamy texture. And because it is in fluid form, it can easily make a stain on your arms and your fingers. Considering there are more art equipment to wash up after the project. Like for example, you need to wash the palette, the brushes, the water container. And when I'm using these water-soluble painting sticks, I will just need to wash my brushes and the water in the container is not that dirty compared to watercolor. To be frank, I can't differentiate the result whether it is a watercolor painting or I'm using a pastel to paint. Before I start this project, I've done quite a number of search on YouTube to check if there are artists using these painting sticks to paint a portrait. And I wanted to learn from these artists and how they really approach on doing this. However, I don't find any of them. And I'm using my own ways to study how I'm going to paint this portrait. And this is a journey of self-explore. This is a great opportunity for me to share my painting and humbled to be learned from others as well. This portrait study is all about posture, hands, and lighting. I kept this photo reference for quite some time in my computer. I know that I will revisit this photo reference again, maybe to do some color pencils, drawing, or paint with watercolor. And with these painting sticks, I think this is a great medium to work on this portrait. Coming back to this painting, right now I'm trying to lay out for the hands posture. I need to confess, painting and drawing hands is not my favorite activities in the portrait, especially fingers. And I only seek for improvement in this one. I need to be extra careful in this one because all these pastel sticks are staining, and once they are dry up, it's quite difficult to make the correction. I move on now to paint one of the most difficult subjects, that is the hair. And I find that this is quite a good medium to work on a portrait because it seems like they are not like watercolor, because sometimes if you apply too much water, the watercolors, they will spread around the paper to create a kind of cauliflower's effect. This gives me like a very fresh look and very clean as well. I hope this review gives you a great information about this product, and I'll leave the rest of the painting with the music on. And last but not least, I'd like to say a big thank you to Lina Park.